It's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
It's hard to be frustrated when you throw for nearly 400 yards, but I know he wanted to break that barrier. I think he got the pain eased a little bit when they named him NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, when you get the award, you know you had the best week in the conference, you'll let it slide. But, hey, that number well within his range. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out comes Washington here offensively, and their man under center, Dwayne Haskins, the number 15 pick out of Ohio State in 2019.
And for Dwayne Haskins, a little bit of an uneven season for the former first-round pick. 7 starts as a rookie. Team went 2-5 in those games, but I did see him get better. I thought his last couple of starts were his best ones of the year. He's a guy with big potential, big arm, but remember, it's just a one-year starter.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
DeMarcus Lawrence. Dak Prescott sacked.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Just an unbelievable start. Less than a minute in, they're already up 2 touchdowns.
You talk about getting out of the gate fast. I mean, beyond fast. That's warp speed, isn't it? To jump up with 2 scores like that in less than a minute's time, your confidence has to be elevated.
I haven't even found the right height for my chair yet. I'm still adjusting.
You mean you found a way to sit down?
I did, yeah.
Wow, you're quick.
At least I got that accomplished.
I'm still standing watching this occur.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On second down, here's Haskins. That's complete to John Ross. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A look at the numbers for Geis a week ago. 16 carries, 71 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners. And
he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Washington, nothing.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. So now on 4th down, Washington will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins.
A 32-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Washington 3.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
For the point after.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 19.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room.
And Sims lost it. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. Open man is Ross, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 now, Haskins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Haskins pass.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd.
Throwing again. Haskins. He gets it to Sims. Complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right. So we've come to halftime after the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half, let's do it. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Sean Lee able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
recovers by
But that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after it.
That is caught. Cowboy touchdown.
complete to Amari Cooper.
Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
Dak Prescott.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game, and you can make excuses for each and every one of them, but the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better, and now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
The 9-yard line.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown, Dallas.
Ezekiel Elliott with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
3rd down, here's Haskins. And this is going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be fielded at the 17. A spin. Oh, now he bowls him over. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Complete.
Michael Gallup. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys add on.
Lining up for the point after.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Back now at FedEx Field, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10. At their own 21.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here first and 10 at their own 21. He'll drop to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Haskins on first down. And that's complete. It's Sims. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
At the 49-yard line.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37.
Walker.
Throwing again on second down. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 53 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 23.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. There he goes left side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crush. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run.